So in this video I'm going to be discussing the top 3 current exploits in this season of Sea of Thieves. The best overall method of course is going to be at the end, but all of the other methods in this video are also pretty good and worth doing. Also in the description there's a link to Swagbucks where you can play games and get paid to play them, and you can also get money for doing surveys, etc. So sign up to that if you want. My code is down there to use. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the video.
First thing that you're going to want to do is go and head down to your quest table. Once you go ahead and click on the quest table, go to Tall Tales, go to the Shores of Gold, and then choose the Wild Rose Tall Tale. Make sure that you also choose Dive to Location, because doing this will ensure that you come up near Rapier Cay, which is where the exploit is going to take place. So once you surface, you'll be near Sanctuary Outpost, which is perfect for this exploit because, as I previously said, it brings you near Rapier Cay. All you want to do then is see the big rocks over there to the left. Position your ship so that you're just right at those rocks, and you'll basically be heading straight for Rapier Cay. Once you arrive at Rapier Cay, make sure you vote to cancel the Tall Tale. Then on your quest table, go to Treasure Vault and choose a Captain's Treasure Vault, and obviously sail to location. You can't dive anyways. You'll then get a Wayfinder, which from my testing has about a 50% chance to get Rapier Cay or a 50% chance to get Crescent Isle. For this exploit, you have to make sure that the Wayfinder is pointing towards Crescent Isle, not Rapier Cay.
Because if it's Rapier Cay, then it means the chest is on Crescent Isle.
The way that you can tell if you got Rapier Cay or Crescent Isle is how fast the needle in the compass is moving. If it's moving really fast, it's safe to assume that it's Rapier Cay. If your compass is moving too fast and you got Rapier Cay, just go and cancel the voyage and go and put up another Captain's Treasure Vault voyage. You then go and check again by just going to the front of your ship and seeing how fast the needle is going. As you can see, it is not Rapier Cay like before, so we're going to go ahead and find the chest. So then just go onto the island and have a little look around by digging different spots in the island, and you'll quickly be able to find the treasure chest with the vault key. Just dig it up once, then go ahead and kill the skeletons, and you can then bring the chest back to your ship and keep doing this over and over again. It is an insane method. So if you want to keep on continuing to do this exploit, just go back to your quest table, go to Treasure Vault again, and obviously choose your Captain's Vault again. You should only have to cycle through this about once or twice, again, because it's about a 50% chance that this should work. So keep cycling through it until you make sure that you haven't gotten Rapier Cay. Make sure you're paying attention to the compass to be able to see which island that it's telling you to go to, and obviously if it's Rapier Cay, then go back and redo the quest again to try make it not be Rapier Cay and to be Crescent Isle. Also guys, if you feel up to it and you feel like you're pretty decent at the game, you can try go ahead and do all of the vaults after you go and get all the keys from Rapier Cay. You get about 50,000 to 75,000 gold just from doing one vault. So imagine stacking even 3 or 4 of them, it can get you shit tons of gold. If you grind like 30 chests and use all the keys, you get about 2 million gold. Obviously it's very risky, but high risk, high reward. So I'd say go ahead with it if you want to, like especially on a galleon with a couple of friends or something. You can just leave somebody there to watch the ship and make sure there's no other ships coming and stuff. And obviously it's still a high risk, but it's worth it in my opinion. It's only about 20 seconds of digging around on the island, and then when you sell the stuff, obviously the mysterious vessels don't give you much gold, only 76 around that. But then the vault keys give you 3.5 thousand gold, and that's without an emissary. So in reality that's like 9,000 gold or more just from a vault key. You don't even have to go and do the vault with this method. You can just sell the key. You can expect over 800,000 gold per hour while doing this method, which is absolutely insane.
Now we go into method 2, which is the infinite fish exploit, which is a really good method, so let's get into it.
So much like the method that I previously posted, you're going to want to come to Old Sands Atoll. You can park roughly where I parked the ship, as you can see on the map here, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to be out of the radius where you can vote the voyage over and over again, and you'll be able to get infinite fish. So anyway, what you're going to want to do is head down to your quest table, then you're going to want to go to voyages, and then you're going to go to Hunter's Call. Then you're going to go down to fishing voyages, and then select a pirate's fishing map. Now the other voyage can also be done, but I was just demonstrating this on the Old Sands Atoll with this voyage, but of course you'll get more money if you do the voyage that is longer and is on the bigger islands. So once you've put the quest down and made sure that's Old Sands Atoll on your map, you can head over to get the fish. Once you're ready to go, you can just go ahead and get into the cannon, and you and your crewmates can shoot over towards Old Sands Atoll. If you want to be optimal about doing this exploit, like the previous method, you're going to want to put a cannon of rage onto this rock so you can just shoot over and obviously have a rowboat on the island as well. But I didn't do it just in this showcase because I just wanted to demonstrate the exploit. Now, say for example, you just start playing on a brig and you have 3 people in your crew, which I was for this video. You could either get them to fish 1 fish each every time, as there'll be 3 in a pond on the small islands. Then basically they can both go back to the ship and vote the quest down, as you already have the fish on your line, and the fish will then go invisible and you can basically just reel the fish straight in on your line. It shouldn't fight too much whatsoever. Or the other option that you could do with your crewmates is have them stay on the ship, obviously after you vote up the voyage. You then on Old Sands Atoll will obviously get the fish on your line, and then your crewmates can go ahead and cancel the quest and you'll be able to reel the fish straight in. I'm demonstrating it here. My crewmates have just cancelled the quest after I got the fish on my line. The fish is now invisible, but as you can see, it's on the fishing line. I can get the stormfish, I have it. I didn't even have to fight the stormfish. So as you can see, this is a very lucrative exploit. It can get you a lot of money and a lot of fish. So again, basically all you need to do this, a simplified version. I made this little image on how to do this, so pause the video if you like here. It's just a simplified version of how you do this exploit. But this exploit will be so much better with even more people, and I am planning soon to hopefully do a full server alliance. So make sure to join the Discord that is linked in the description if you want to be a part of this and other things like it in the future. Because say if you had 2 or 3 ships, imagine 3 people throwing the line out and then 2 people are on a ship cancelling the voyage, and then you can all reel in the fish and they're visible and you won't have to fight them. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested to see, how many we could get. First off, what you're going to want to do is get one player to set up a VPN. You can then have them make a ship for you and themselves, and you'll both then be on the same servers. We use Hong Kong servers in this video, for example, but you could use any servers like that. But all you're trying to do is to find a server that might be less populated than other servers, so you have the most chance of matching up with your friend in Hourglass so that you can get the free wins. I got my friend to set up 2 galleons on Hong Kong servers for us. So this can be done with other ship types too. We found that you're most likely to be matched up with your friends if you run a galleon, because obviously there's less galleons that are in Hourglass compared to other ship types. Now, to get this started, you're going to want to serve allegiance to one of the factions at the same time as your friend. So just do a little countdown and then both of you go ahead and vote. Then after you vote, you're both going to open up the war map and vote to battle for the Servants of Flame or Guardians of Fortune, depending on which ship you're on. You're then going to dive beneath the water, hopefully roughly at the same time as your friend, and you're both going to be looking to find each other in an Hourglass match. Once you do find each other in the Hourglass match, you're just going to want to park up beside each other like shown, and then one of the ships can just put a couple lower holes into the other ship. If you're on the galleon that is going to win the battle, make sure that you put a couple lower holes in before the other crew votes to scuttle. This will cause you to get more rep than if you just scuttle instantly for some reason. This can be done really quick to increase your Hourglass streak, and you can get absolutely crazy streaks by doing this method. It took me and my friend literally only a couple of minutes to get a 2 streak, and we didn't even set it up perfectly, as in turn the right amount and anchor so that our ships would be facing directly on each other's cannon line so that I could instantly sink the ship. We had to turn the ship a few times, but still it was so quick. Obviously if you do this method perfectly, it's going to be so much faster though. And if you aren't playing with a whole load of people, what you can do is, say even if 3 of you are playing on the losing galleon, 1 of you is on the winning galleon. When the winning galleon is done with doing the Hourglass and you're happy to sell, you can then just go and get your friends that were on the losing crew to go ahead and join the winning crew so that you can get the most gold and reputation for using this method. Again, you can obviously repeat this method as much as you like, as long as you don't sink to another crew, for example. Just literally get your friend to get 1 hole on the lower deck of the ship, and then you can go ahead and vote to scuttle. As you can see, a lot of flags and a lot of reputation are here for the taking if you do use this method. It didn't even take long whatsoever to get this amount of flags. I think it was just over an hour that it took us. Here's some footage of a 30 streak being sold. As you can see, they got like 1.3, 1.4 million, something like that. Absolutely insane amounts of gold, and also obviously so much reputation to go alongside that. Here's a little clip of them getting the reputation here. As you can see, the levels shoot up so much, so this method is really worth doing.
Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and also let me know what method you guys think is best. See you in the next one.